Thanks, Busi. Prez, a big year for African football coming up with Women's WAFCON starting.
You know that Klate, the football player, is a relative. Very special.
Big year for African football. Obviously, Women's WAFCON, Club World Cup, Men's AFCON, and then the FIFA World Cup next year. What is there to look forward to for CAF? I know with all the sponsorship announcements, but where do we see growth and building up to next year's World Cup as well?
Yeah, well, we look at football as an important tool, as an important vehicle for opportunities, for job creation, for improving the living conditions of our people in South Africa and on the continent. And part of that is African football, whether it's football for men or football for women, must be as good as the best in the world, and that requires investment, and that requires employing the best coaches and paying the players, both male players or men players and female players, paying them competitive salaries and paying the coaches competitive salaries as well, and ensuring that football spectators and fans enjoy watching South African football at the stadiums and for the whole of the continent. Every one of the 54 nations or countries on the continent, the quality of football must be appealing, because many of our people watch European football and they watch Brazilian football, and in order for us to want to make them watch our football, we've got to make sure that it improves all the time. It's exciting, it's competitive, it is as good as European football, and it's as good as the best in the world.
Your first term was obviously the most successful term of a CAF president. How do you top that? And I know you've set the billion dollar marker for yourself, but what are the short-term markers in terms of annual, quarterly?
You see, the important thing is, for me as president, I leave the judgment of how well we have done, or even where there may have been failures, to yourselves and to various other commentators, because it is in the criticism that we receive that helps us focus on those areas where we might think we're doing well and may do even better. But what I like is when all over the continent and in Europe and in America, there is some of the biggest companies, some of the biggest businesses, do their assessment and see that 1.5 billion people are watching African football. It has never happened. It's the highest ever. That 180 countries watched the AFCON in Cote d'Ivoire and increasing. It's never happened. But it's part of the hard work. Everything in life, in order to succeed, requires an enormous amount of hard work, an enormous amount of sacrifice, an enormous amount of cooperation with the people we have the privilege and honor to work with. Because only when all of us work together can we consistently and in a sustainable manner succeed and improve. And as I said, the judgment, those who express an opinion on whether or not we are succeeding are the people who consistently watch the football and consistently look and ask themselves whether watching African football is something that they like and that they enjoy. And we come from a background that in anything we do, we have to be as good as the best in the world. So I'm proud of the success that we've achieved. On the field of play, for the first time, an African nation went to the semi-finals of the World Cup. Never happened before. It's something for all of us to be proud of. And the viewership on the continent, when you look at, you've got in the CAF Champions League semi-finals and finals, the viewership is not just viewership from Cairo or viewership from South Africa. It's viewership throughout the continent, and it's viewership throughout the world. That's excellent. But it's people get attracted to quality. People get attracted to what is world class. People get attracted to what is appealing and what they like, and we have to we have to consistently make sure that African football is exciting, it's appealing, and it's world class. Good progress has been made, but we can always do better, and we can always improve. Part of my focus as well is to lay the foundation for those who are going to take over from me, because we want to make sure that the good work that we've started together, the new president and the new leadership, as we move into the future, continue with those good work that we've started with the Secretariat and with the excellent staff we have at CAF.
Thank you, President.
Chadi, thank you.